you see my retro demo sign?
What is going on, everybody? There's a little promo from Damo. He was throwing it in there to get a little bit excited there. So it's retro with Damo. He's rebranding. So get really excited for that. But this is You Nerd It Here First. This is episode 12. I know we've had a little bit of a hiatus because scheduling issues. Mainly Damo didn't want to get up really, really early. So yeah, I'm throwing you under the
And
bus.
Lawson, thank you.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's just Damo.
No. Damo,
We've actually replaced Lawson with a Lego robot.
yeah, so those that are watching on the VOD, we've got a special segment for you, and you're just going to see his fantastic recreation of a bedroom. I don't know what it is. It's like a bedroom. He did.
It's an A-frame cabin.
Yeah, yeah.
But hold on. There's like I built all this already.
Oh wow!
Oh, that's
The bottom
cool.
half.
That's
Yeah.
pretty.
Okay.
It's all like inside. There's so many little intricate details and cool little like. It's sick. Love it.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Good fun.
That's some Animal Crossing shit right there.
Yeah,
It very much is.
that's cool. All right. But just before Damo jumps in and goes, hey, tell the viewers what they got on store. This is what
Hey,
you got
tell the
on
viewers
store.
what we got in store.
Ah, see, this every time.
Sorry, did you say what the viewers have on store?
Yeah, on
Yeah,
store,
he did.
on demand. Yep.
On demand. Yeah, sure,
See?
let's go with that.
See, this is how my brain works. You know it. You love it. And we've got Nerd News, the only place you need for all your nerdy news, reviews, and more. I keep doing it, I have to say it. It's like
I know it's
a tick. It just comes out. Then we've got games
It's a tick.
games that lived up to the hype. So, what
Ooh.
games have lived up to your hype? Jimmy has a Jimmy surprise. I'm assuming it's a Jimmy recommends, which is
That is just
like,
a Jimmy recommends.
Just a Jimmy
Yeah,
recommends.
it's no surprise.
Well, it was a surprise because we don't know what
I
it
just
is yet. Jimmy recommends is a surprise. Is it not?
If you can't figure out what it is, I worry for you.
Well, for the people that are listening, they will not be able to see
that's a
the picture.
surprise.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then Lawson is talking about his favorite Lego, and maybe some of us have a surprise Lego collection. We don't know. You have to tune in to find out. Well, if you're here, then you're already tuned in. So anyway, then Damo's...
my section is called Jimmy recommends with Damo.
All right, so you're piggybacking
Outsourcing.
double recommends.
Me and Jimmy have actually started a sponsorship together.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're sponsoring each other. We've made a partnership.
We've got a brand deal going on with Retro with Damo.
Nice.
I purchased some merch from Jimmy's store and it didn't charge me for shipping.
Yep, the store was still broken, so I made a loss on that sale.
Oh,
God.
you?
So that is the second sale I've made a loss on.
That's so annoying.
And I got hella cheap Jimmy merch.
So it didn't charge shipping. So did you have to pay the shipping?
It was so cheap.
No, I had to pay the shipping.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
They actually lost money.
Wow.
So we just started a partnership. I'm contracted to wear it on stream.
Wow. Yeah.
I gave him a discount. In order for him to wear it on his prestigious stream.
Right.
Wow. Right.
Discount code retro. We've made it.
Sick. All right. Let's sing us in, Damo. You've been working on your lyrical performance.
Have I now?
Yeah. It's a side.
It's nerd news. Where do you come for news about nerdy stuff? You come to nerd news.
Lime.
There you go. Fucking bitch.
Just so quiet.
It's Jess's first appearance in the podcast.
Yeah.
You can catch me sometimes on
Lime.
Thursday nights.
when the wild Jess appears, you never know. But as if anyone who is put their head under a rock, you won't know that the Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom is out now. Came out today. As you can see, for those people watching, there are two Reimanns in this podcast. You can see one over my shoulder. He is surprised. It is my first ever Zelda game that I've ever committed to. I played a little bit of Breath of the Wild, but this is the first one Fully
hurts me
committed.
that
Played once.
the first game that you're committing to is a sequel.
Yeah.
What do you expect?
Yep.
Do you expect me to
Yeah.
do anything else?
It hurts, but it doesn't surprise.
Yeah, I didn't say it's surprised.
Yeah,
You hurt me a lot.
yeah. I like to build your resilience. You'll be fine. See, I'm all about self-improvement, and I try to build you guys up. That's right. I'm building my.
What are your thoughts so far?
Well, I was going to make an A-frame reference because don't worry about it. We've moved on. But so
We've
far,
moved on.
What?
I've got
The A-frame is out of shot, Lawson.
yeah. So, oh, it's coming back. Oh,
I need
there
to
it is.
build in front of me.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It's just a shitty Reimann segue.
Oh, come on. They get better and better. Are you not entertained like my new
What are your thoughts?
alert? My thoughts is I am having a great time with it. And I feel like you don't need any previous knowledge. There is a Demon King. And he is dead serious.
That's you know what, it's pretty fair, honestly.
Yeah.
It's not really Zelda's never a game that you really need context around.
All right, good. That was my subtle way of trying to figure out from everyone else. I don't remember playing Breath of the Wild. Like, I don't remember the story. Like, I remember the game. I don't remember the story elements. I remember I went around to a bunch of big animals in the sky, and then I fought Calamity Ganon.
Is it a goat?
That's about it.
Because there's an actual goat. It's not
Not the
Damo.
goat.
Yeah, there's an actual goat.
No,
Damo's in the game?
No, he's not. It's
Damo's
an
in the
actual
game.
goat.
The goat. He's goated.
Damo's the actual goat.
Actual goat.
Can you give us your best goat impression?
Hi, I'm Damo.
There it is. Nice.
There it is.
You said my
Actually-
segues are shit.
Oh, that was like borderline clever.
Oh,
Borderline. Oh my god.
Oh.
What's next?
Next is you will be surprised if you're a Jedi Survivor player. There is a new patch. This is the 4th patch that is now being rolled out. So,
Really?
Yep. I've just did a update today. You wouldn't never have guessed it was a 3 gigabyte and then another 35 gigabytes. So it's now 109 gigabyte patch, like all up. It's insane.
That's
huge.
wait, 109.
Yeah, but if I did it now, I would probably only just need the latest 2.
Yes. Yeah.
What's going on?
It was the PC one just came out and it was real buggy, like performance wise. And the console one, I'm not sure about. I think it just had a lot of stuttering issues with transition. It had some was it save breaking issue? So it was like losing people's saves, which is a big deal.
Horrible.
Yeah, that's never good.
No,
Nothing worse.
so it's a really good game.
Is it any
though.
good? Is
Yes,
it like
it is.
actually good though, or is it just
really
like
fun.
Star Wars? Yeah, pew pew.
Nah,
It's totally on my list to play.
yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever play the first one? The first one was
Yeah.
really good.
ASMR.
Yeah.
Did you say
Sorry.
ASMR?
I was super loud. Am I pouring Lego and shit?
It really couldn't hear it. I thought you'd
Yeah, you
muted
couldn't.
and that you would forget to unmute.
Oh right.
Right.
Okay.
Can't even
Good.
hear
I
you
thought
when
I was
you were,
like I was opening like
rustling the
packets and
bags
shit.
around.
I'm like,
No, we
oh,
can't
God,
hear
I'm so
shit.
sorry. Okay. Good.
Yep. There is Knights of the Zodiac. So this is a live action manga adaptation that has gone horribly wrong. Horribly
What,
wrong.
sorry?
wrong.
Is this a
What?
new thing?
Manga?
This is not related to Star Wars.
No, I moved on.
Yeah, you did not. You're like, I'm like, there's a Star Wars manga. What?
No, Knights of
are.
the Zodiac. There are, but that's
Yeah.
not that one. So yeah, avoid Knights of the Zodiac if you.
Okay.
Why?
Of the Zodiac. Okay.
Like
Yeah.
every other live action anime adaptation.
Manga adaptation.
Legit.
Well, I mean like all the other anime ones, so they're all rubbish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know.
I didn't
It's
mind the OG Death Note movie, the one like the Japanese one.
Oh yeah, that was alright.
It was okay.
Didn't hate it.
It was okay.
Was that the one with Willem Dafoe in it?
No,
No, that was
that was terrible.
that was the English one.
that was god awful.
That's the one I've seen.
Although
Oh,
Yeah.
that doesn't
I've
follow
seen-
any part of bloody. I don't even know where they.
I mean, I've
William
seen
Dafoe,
Death
though.
the source
I've
material.
I've watched all of Death Note. Like, that's not my only exposure.
Okay, yeah, I know. That's still far out.
My
I actually
favorite
do like
has got to
Willem
be
Dafoe as Ryuk.
Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh, I actually
Yeah.
watched that. It's on Disney Plus. I actually had a good time rewatching it.
That is a garbage film.
I never want to watch it again. Like the Airbender movie, I never want to watch it again.
Oh, the Airbender
Oh,
movie.
that was hard.
Garbage.
Burned
Oh
me
my
once, you know.
god.
Oh,
Fucking
Oh.
M Night.
yeah.
We should almost make this a podcast section.
Oh,
Just-
we could.
Actually,
definitely could. Yeah.
Stay
But,
tuned.
yeah.
Stay
next
tuned.
week-
That's a little teaser.
Do any of you guys own Crocs? I feel like you would. Damo, I
Okay,
reckon
what's
you
the
would.
go?
don't.
No,
Who-
I have
who-
never understood it. And
Nah. It re-
what's the go? Everyone I talk to that owns them, like, dies by them.
Okay.
Mhm.
I feel like they'd
Mm.
have to be super comfy for those people to wear them.
I've heard
They
though.
must be.
But if
Are
you
we
are
all non-croc enjoyers?
absolutely non-croc.
non-Croc,
Yeah, same.
oh,
Anti-crocs.
well, if
In
one
fact,
of us,
there's a particular picture that I send to all my croc wearing friends.
okay,
Your croc enjoyers.
what is
yeah.
this? What is this
Oh
picture?
god, that's not a good one. It's the hang on. You keep talking, and I'll send it
Okay.
into the group chat.
Well,
Yeah, actually, sorry, just while we're talking about Crocs still, I the other day saw this TikTok talking about like there was this movie. Again, I'm gonna butcher this. I'm sorry. There was this movie where they were like set in the future, and they were like, what's gonna be like a futuristic shoe that looks really shit that no one's actually gonna wear, but looks somewhat futuristic. And this was before Crocs were even famous.
Yeah,
And
right.
yeah, it was Crocs.
Ha!
And
Mm.
like now it's the future from then anyway, and it's Crocs.
right,
Now, I've sent a picture to you guys in
Yeah.
our group chat. I just want you to imagine slipping your foot into that croc.
with baked beans,
With beans.
Oh no!
It's a croc with baked beans, and the baked beans are spilling out all the little holes.
Like little maggots.
Ugh.
Yeah,
I
don't
no,
actually
I have
belong
friends
at
that swear by them, and like I'm not a
Mhm.
thong guy. I hate thongs.
all. Oh, I love thongs.
I don't mind slides, and everyone's like, "Oh, you should try Crocs," and I'm afraid because I'm afraid that I'll like it, but I find
know.
them. I
think-
find the idea disgusting.
Should we
Right.
both buy Crocs this week and get
Oh,
Let's go buy Crocs and give
and
a Croc
report
review
back?
next.
Yeah,
Well,
review.
well,
Done.
What's the news?
Let's get back to the actual news point. Is there is a
I mean, I'm more
so-
interested in Crocs. I'm not going.
no,
Right.
it's about Crocs. That's why I brought it up.
Okay, sorry.
Oh, we're just talking
Yeah,
about Crocs.
you just went on a tangent. So
Well-
Sonic the Hedgehog now has a limited edition Croc.
Mm.
Righto.
So that's the
Cool.
nerd news.
I have even
Right.
a stranger tangent. I was just browsing Twitch the other night just to try and find someone to watch. I ended up watching a guy play Croc for like an hour and a half.
Oh
That's
yeah.
good, man.
What's
Yeah,
Croc?
it's like an old platform, old
Mm.
3D platformer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like
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 little
a pretty kiddie one. Yeah,
kitty Crash Bandicoot ish.
yeah, especially in animation.
Yeah,
But
Okay.
that's still like pretty hard.
got
not
that
fair.
nostalgia hit though.
Yeah,
Right.
for sure.
Well,
Yes.
nostalgia would be. Did you get into Supernatural?
No.
Like the
Nah.
show.
Yeah.
I was a really avid watcher for the first like 4 or 5 seasons, and then it just lost me. Lost me so hard.
I got up to season 10, but the Winchesters is cancelled. Just in case you were going to get the prequel, you're not getting it anyway.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Ewan.
I'm shattered.
Yeah. So yeah, that's super exciting, and I think that is all the nerd news for this point
I
in
did
time.
see a piece of news that all things Daredevil have been cancelled.
Oh,
What?
wow.
Anything that had Daredevil in it upcoming, I'm not sure what the reason was. Again, I only read the headline. But yeah, anything that was planning or in development with Daredevil, they're just like, nah, fuck it, get rid of it.
That is
Wow, okay.
disappointing.
Why?
I thought he was
Isn't it?
getting his like resurgence.
Yeah, I thought he was coming back.
Isn't he a bit of a like everyone loves him? Bit of a cult icon type thing.
Yeah, I guess he didn't see it coming though.
Oh,
Wow.
Oh, that was.
You know what?
I'll
That's a
pay
good
that.
one. That's a good one.
I'll pay that.
Will you? There you go. Evidence if
There
you
you
repeat
go.
the same joke enough times, it'll eventually
Nah,
find
but that was
context.
well timed. That was
It's
for once
situational.
he had some like clever time.
Yeah.
Fucking
You know, you
Jesus.
miss every shot you don't take. So,
Yeah.
but there's
Mhm.
actually 2 bits of nerd news. The first one is Dragon Age Dead Wolf won't be launching until next year. So BioWare hopefully can come back with their rich storytelling. Where
BioWare needs a win, man.
I know
Yeah, it
they were
really
so
does.
good.
It's been a while.
They're my favorite company. Like Mass Effect is such a huge
Yep.
part of my like
Yep.
gaming life, man. Those first 3,
Yeah.
mwah.
Knights
Oh.
of the
I'll
Old
join up
Republic.
and play some co-op Mass Effect.
Oh yeah, I'd be down. Oh my god.
There's co-op Mass Effect.
There was a multiplayer mode where it was pretty much just fighting waves of enemies, but it was just fun because like the combat in like 2 and 3, although 3 had a
good.
kind of like people will debate 3's story and ending. The combat and the game mechanics were solid, and just like
Yes.
just
Refined.
fighting through hordes of enemies with like a couple of buddies was just like just fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
sick.
Fair.
And like they're just the choice wheel, like pretty simple choice wheel storytelling was just top tier. And then Andromeda.
Didn't play it.
Oh, you're.
I started
lucky
it
man.
and I just could not get into it.
I finished it.
That game was so beyond a joke glitchy, and like in the most. I remember this one. It summed it up for me. There was this one visual glitch that happened in right towards the end of the game. It summed it up so well. Where you know, like you have your friendship missions.
Yes.
And then normally there's like one big friendship mission, well, towards the end. And in Andromeda there's this big one that you could only get towards the end, and it's like a big party. Everyone's getting drunk, and you're like partying with all your mates, right? And I think you can hook up with whatever and do silly stuff. It's like the penultimate one, and the final shot ends, and it's meant to be played like right at the end of the game, like before you go do the big like suicide type mission, and you end up watching a movie. That's it. You're doing all these missions throughout the whole game to set up a movie night. Like go get the food, get the drinks, get the movies. So it's anyway. And the last final shot, you're sitting around this couch watching a movie with all your teammates, and depending on your relationships will be like a different image. And you have your partner sort of around your arm, snuggling up to you, and it like zooms back from a close up out. And my character had completely glitched and was like not there, just invisible. And it's meant to be like the big
wholesome
ending.
moment.
Yeah. That whole beautiful moment. I was still attached to these characters, and there's my like partner alien blue girl, because of course, leaning against an invisible me. And I was like, fuck this game. You can't even get the final scene right. Like, what's wrong with you? Anyway.
Right.
I did an event.
Still burnt.
Yeah, so hopefully BioWare can get a win, because they were great. Knights of the Old Republic, Dragon Age. I love Dragon Age. But
what else did they do? Mass Effect, Dragon Age.
And then they went into like Anthem, and then that bombed hard.
That did.
I couldn't believe how cheap that became. Yeah, right.
Destiny killer.
That's what they used to call it.
Yeah,
So I remember like being on the Destiny subreddit all the time. You'd have people coming in going, this is a dead game. Anthem's coming out soon. And then, boy, did we laugh. As they all came crawling back.
It looked amazing. Didn't live up to the hype.
No. That's another segment for another day. But Lawson, this one,
this right?
No. Lawson, you're interested in this one. Silent Hill. So this is a little bit of news. I saw a video just before. It is kind of it's going to run in chapters and have a curator, kind of like Until Dawn, where each of your actions makes the the monster appear different to whatever choices you make.
Yeah, that's cool as hell.
Yeah.
If it's done properly, that's cool as hell.
Yeah, so I think could be really exciting. But let's pick up the pace a little bit. So we'll go into the first segment. This is Reimann. This is me. I was reading my name and I said my own
It
name.
is you. Yes,
it is me.
you.
It's this guy. There's three of us now. But this is the games that obviously get super hyped, like obviously The Legend of Zelda. It is very, very hyped. Does it live up to it? Check out this brand new video that is out today on ReimannTV's YouTube.
Shameless plug.
Loves it. But anyway, this is
Loves
what game has lived up to your hype?
Has lived up.
Has or hasn't? Like, are we discussing both, or are we just talking about games that have?
Because
if we go hasn't, I'll get back on that Andromeda train.
Yeah, right.
I feel like we could be there for ages if we're doing both. So let's just keep it to one. I'll kick us off. It is Elden Ring. So a little bit of backstory. I started my streaming career with Damo going, "Hey, Reimann, you should stream Dark Souls 3. I would watch hours of that." And I started streaming Dark Souls 3 and I loved it. And then lo and behold, Elden Ring got announced and I was like, yeah, I'm down for that. Let's get into it. And I was
you are what got me into Dark Souls, and I wouldn't have played Elden Ring if you didn't stream Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Because I watched that and I remember you would used to end relatively early. And then I would watch, and that competitive nature in me would be like, I can play better than that. And then I would just stream to like Damo for a while, just on Discord.
And you were so impatient.
Yeah.
And you still are.
I absolutely am.
That's why I struggle with those games so much.
Were you competitive?
I over-leveled myself.
Jimmy like speed rages. Like he'll lose something a couple of times and then he's like, nah, just like
I just have to try and get it out my system and just throw myself out of like depth for a few runs as quick as I can, and then reset, and then.
Right, I like how different people deal with Dark Souls games. Like
that's why I love it.
I just keep going. There's like no change really.
I've never finished one.
Right.
Oh, you should.
Didn't finish Elden Ring either.
The Elden Ring's dumb big though. Like
I had the same problem with it though, that I played super hard, super early. And then, like, for whatever reason, I had to take a break because of life or other things. Right. And then I would pick it back up and I'd kind of lost my rhythm, but I'd be at a difficult part of the game. And I just refused to go back to the earlier stages and try to retrain. And then, so like Elden Ring, it's the Godskin Duo boss that I got up to. And like every now and then I will start it up and I will try and fight that boss after not playing the game for months, get my ass handed to me like 17 times and be like, fuck this game and turn it off.
Never again.
fair.
I went and did like a really shameless fucking level grind in a spot that you can just farm levels just so I could like get really strong and make it easier. It's the first Dark Souls like FromSoft game I've ever finished. I've tried Bloodborne multiple times. I've tried.
I forgot that existed.
Dark Souls 3.
Got to get into that. We got to kill that spider.
That's right.
Romulus, I think, or Rom.
Yeah, I remember that one. I did actually play Bloodborne before any of the other ones. Way back.
That was my first. Yeah.
That was Reimann's game. What about you, Damo?
I can think of a few that didn't live up to hype. I'm trying to think of ones that did.
I've got a top 10 list here if you need help.
I reckon I've got one.
I might have one. You go. Yeah, you go.
For me, and I don't know how, like, I think Lawson might be one of the others that might jump in and say yay or nay. But for me, Halo 3 lived up to the hype. I fucking loved Halo 3, especially after Halo 2, because there was so much hype around it, and it kind of like Halo 2 had a real rocky development period, and things got changed midway, and they ended the game way early, and then Halo 3 was like the finish the fight, and like waiting for that, and going and getting it at midnight, and then playing the shit out of it, like
Totally
absolutely
fair.
And because I played so much Halo 2 multiplayer as well, that the Halo 3 like multiplayer lived up to the hype just as much as the story.
And Forge, to be able to like build your own stuff.
It was crazy.
Film things, and it it was
I still
exactly
think
what I needed in high school. It was perfect.
if someone could build me a drone that I could fly with like Halo 3 theater mode controls,
Yep,
I would have no problem zipping that thing around.
totally. Yeah. Was it RB to go up, LB to go down?
That's it.
Yep. And if you like tilt yourself at 45 degrees, and go up and forward at the same
Yeah.
time, you go double speed and just zip around. And
It was
yeah,
I put so much hours into that. I've played the campaign so many times because
Yeah.
like you had like it was the first time you had 4-player co-op rather than just 2, and you could play co-op with people online, not just like couch co-op anymore. It was great.
still mainly
Wow.
did couch. Like we went ape shit with LAN parties in high school, all built around Halo. Like my
yes.
16th birthday was just we didn't sleep all night. We had tents set up and everything. We even used
I
them.
miss those days.
I know.
I remember
Oh.
dragging around like big old like 50, 60 centimeter like CRT TVs.
Yeah,
Yep.
bro.
And we'd have to fucking like 2 people moving, and
Yep.
like you'd want them back to back because we had 2 Xboxes, so we'd want them back to back for team fights. And now like that would take up like a coffee table, but back then you had to have a table, and you'd have the TVs like side by side but facing the other direction.
Yeah.
Like a trestle table with like, someone would bring their like old modem that we'd use to like plug all the fucking, all the LAN shit into. And
Yeah.
'Cause back then it was all this is way too nerdy, but back then it was all like you had patch cables and cross connect cables, and you couldn't just plug an
yes.
Xbox into an Xbox. You had to go Xbox to router to Xbox unless you had the right type of cable.
Jesus.
Wow.
Now none of that
Always
stuff
made it work.
matters.
Okay.
I know, right?
Well,
Yeah,
Halo 3
absolutely.
is on the top 10 list of
Oh,
games.
where
that
did
looked
it
up.
rank?
It was on number 9.
Do you have a rank? Oh, you got a little
9.
list there.
I'm
Okay.
assuming it's going 1 to 10.
That's
on the list.
usually how I would do a top 10.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you go down and like it's 10 to 1. There's no numbers on it.
What?
Oh, okay.
Oh, what? Okay.
There's number 9 on the list though.
Okay, yeah, that's
Wait.
definitely one for me as well.
Did you want me to go down the list?
Oh,
Damo
no.
reckons he's got one.
I've got
Okay.
a couple that I've just sort of thought about then. I think if I'll go in oldest to newest. So Kingdom Hearts 2 definitely does it for me. So like, I'm an old Kingdom Hearts absolute fanboy, and I remember like coming home from Kingdom Hearts 2 and holding that box and cracking it open and getting it in there, and oh my god, it was just such a good game. Are you guys Kingdom Hearts at all?
No.
I have
played
tried
one.
multiple times.
Fair. Kingdom Hearts have notoriously bit slow starts.
Yep.
Like the opening scene is like, especially Kingdom Hearts 2 is like, oh, opening scene 4 hours long.
So
Right.
why is the
Like-
princess human if the mouse is the king?
Don't get into that. It makes zero sense. I'm not trying to claim that Kingdom Hearts story makes any kind of sense. Like, okay.
And Kingdom Hearts is a door, but also a moon.
Stop. Kingdom Hearts is light. Okay.
What?
So my
Kingdom Hearts
only
is light.
exposure to Kingdom Hearts is Starbom's The Simple Plot of Kingdom Hearts song.
All right. Yeah.
like Starbom's The Simple Plot of Metal Gear.
Metal
which
Gear,
is like
but-
bits that I kept having come up as I was playing through the
Metal
game.
Gear actually has like a decent, a plot that makes sense, right? Kingdom Hearts in zero sense. You don't bother explaining it. Kingdom Hearts 3 is probably the biggest letdown of all time, but anyway, I don't want to talk about that. I would also say, and this is a little bit of a hot take, I think, but the Final Fantasy VII remake.
Yeah, it's great.
You know what?
What?
Yeah. Yep.
I got around that.
I think it was hyped enough.
It was
Like
pretty.
it came out, and I don't really feel like anyone really talked about it. No.
And I definitely
No.
don't think that enough people gave it credit to the fact that it wasn't just a remake. Like,
Yes.
Yeah.
this is like a retelling. Like but it's not a retelling because it's
No, it's not. It's meta.
It's so
as
meta.
fuck.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
so cool, and I think people.
Are you guys
I
like on
understand.
Evangelion? Neon
I've
Genesis?
seen it. I've seen
I've
it.
seen it, yeah.
And like I haven't seen the new stuff, but they did like re-release stuff, and there's stuff in the re-release stuff with like the moon at the end gets split or something of the original series. But in the whole re-release of the thing, the moon is already split, and it's meant to be kind of like
right.
It's like it's a remake, but it's also very similar in that sense that it's meta. Like
Yeah.
things have kind of already happened, but they're happening
Yeah.
again. I get
Yeah.
that same sort of feeling.
Yeah. And I thought that was so clever. I thought
Yeah.
it was, and just a good game. Like this, the characters were fun. The gameplay was heaps fun. There was some wacky shit in there.
It
Like
was,
the like the crazy bee place where you dressed up and danced. That was so fun.
yeah.
Yeah. And then my last one would be God of War Ragnarok. I think lived up to the hype. There was a
Yeah,
lot
it's
of hype
fantastic.
behind God
It
of
was
War.
a fucking crazy game.
And
Yeah.
I had such a good time with it. It was lived up to, it did everything I wanted.
Absolutely.
Was it anything like crazy different? Not really, but that's
No, but that's
okay.
almost
Because
exactly what it had
God
to
of War
be.
was so good.
Exactly.
But shut
It's kind of like I feel like for Tears of the Kingdom to live up to the hype, like it doesn't
Yeah.
have to be that different from,
Nope.
yes.
from Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, don't fix what ain't broke,
Exactly.
as they say. Lawson, you
Yeah,
got
I
one?
mean, yeah, I'd say like any main Zelda title, like I don't feel like any of the Zeldas that have come out have been disappointing. You take away like 3DS titles and shit, like
There was
Yeah, sure.
I don't really care about them, but I think like
I
any
actually
main
liked the
console one-
3DS ones.
I do.
Yeah, but not all of them. I mean, not 3DS.
Um,
I'm talking like the Game Boy Advance ones, and some of them like don't even feel like Zelda.
Don't be shitting on Minish Cap.
Minish is okay. Spirit Tracks I
Um,
didn't really have fun with.
Spirit Tracks felt just like a dumbed down version of the one that came before on the DS. With the boat again.
With the boot.
But I tell you what, I spent more time on that game. Every time you'd have to go back to that temple and you'd have to draw the Triforce on the bottom screen of the DS.
Yeah,
That thing just would never fucking register what I was drawing. I swear to God. It's like
Just fat fingering it. Just
I'd stylus. I was doing it properly, and it's like, so mad. The one that I played that I didn't really love was Skyward Sword.
Yeah,
Okay.
I remember just being like, this is okay.
yeah.
But I think it was
Yeah.
because of how much I like Twilight Princess.
Yeah, I love Twilight Princess. I hate motion controls. I much prefer Skyward Sword on the Switch as a port.
Okay,
because it
look,
throws
that's
all that shit
probably
away.
an issue that I had with fucking pointing my Wiimote up at the air.
Yeah, 100%. Is that
Uh,
loud? Sorry, if that's loud.
No,
Can you
you
hear
can't.
rustling
hear
yet?
it at
No,
all.
you can't hear it at all.
Good.
In
Yeah.
fact, can you make more noise? Yeah, it doesn't pick up anything.
I'm surprised that we're getting nothing.
Yeah, right.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, like zero.
Oh wow, it's so loud here.
you click
Like, I
and
can
make
hear it through
noise?
my mic, and it's like it's a thunderstorm in the room. Okay,
Yeah,
well, that's good.
I heard one click of Lego.
Yeah,
hitting
just
Lego
one
then.
little.
Oh shit! Wowee, I'm very impressed. Good on you,
that's
Yeti.
cool.
Do you want to run through the other titles on the list?
Yep.
Yeah, Giz.
I'll hit it.
Oh,
hit
and
it
Red
quick.
Dead 2. Anyway, go.
Yeah. Portal 2.
Oh, absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, fuck yeah, so good.
GTA.
You gotta play it, guys. Fuck, sorry.
GTA San Andreas.
Yes.
Yeah, after Vice City. Yeah.
Assassin's Creed 2.
Oh,
That's-
yep.
that was
Yes.
so
Good call. Good call.
Yeah. And Brotherhood and Revelations. Yeah.
good.
Mm.
Yeah. Star Wars Battlefront 2.
The original. Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
not the last
those.
one.
No, we don't talk about them.
And Diablo 2.
Okay, yeah, I can get
Sure.
behind that.
Can't comment.
And Doom 2016.
Fuck yes.
Yeah. I was surprised that
Say
didn't come
Jimmy.
up on
Your
the
face
list.
lit up.
Didn't think about it. That game was so good.
Yeah, I had it
Yes,
I was looking on the list. I was like, that has to be Jimmy's one. And I would have thought this would have been Damo's one. World of Warcraft gets mentioned.
Which one?
It's just the hype for World of Warcraft was unprecedented.
I guess,
the game was
like-
everything fans could want and more.
When it
Mhm.
launched after
Yeah,
Warcraft
okay,
3.
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah. Okay.
Red Dead Redemption is on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Halo 3 and Elden Ring.
Nice.
That's a cool list. That's actually one of the lists that I appreciate.
Right. Actually,
You normally have pretty shitty lists.
I don't make the lists.
Yeah, but you pick shitty lists, and that was a cool list with a cool topic. Well done.
The first one. Win. Thank you. First time every time.
Yeah.
First time every time.
All right, let's move on. All right, this is going to be a double recommend. So we've had a team up of Retro and Sure Thing with Jimmy. They have joined forces because Jimmy's paying postage if you buy any of his merch. He's
no, that's not. That's fixed. That is fixed.
So they've made a partnership, a deal to recuperate their losses. Yep, and they are going to give you 2 recommendations, 1 each. Yep, that's the quick maths.
It's Jimmy recommends and Jimmy recommends with Damo.
Ooh, all right.
Why don't you take it away, Damo?
That was
would that work?
Well,
Jimmy recommends with Damo.
The warm back.
All right. Okay. Okay, I'll go. Well, I have really something this podcast has really done for me is I get like my nerdiness, it gets pretty narrow sometimes, and I stick to like what I'm used to. I mean, I'm a WoW player on and off for bloody 15 years, and I've got my games that I play. And what I've really liked is, especially through Jimmy Recommends, I've actually started to try like a few different games and a few different things. I've watched some anime that you guys have recommended, and tried different games. And so I was like, I just wanted to pay some of that back with my own recommendation. And this is actually, so this game I'm recommending is called Dredge. And this is something that my little brother was streaming it a couple of weeks ago.
I jumped in that stream, and it took me a good like minute or two to realize that you weren't talking to him on the stream, and I was hearing someone else, not you.
Apparently, our voices
in my head, I immediately went to, I guess Damo's just chatting with him, and he's streaming the audio, and then I was like, hang on, I don't think that's Damo.
Apparently, we sound exactly the same. I don't hear it. But, although once we pranked my partner by getting my brother to call him.
Didn't we discuss this last podcast?
Yeah,
I don't know. We'll move on. Anyway, Dredge. This is like a little indie-ish game. It's about $25-$30. It's on. I think it's on PC, but it's definitely on the PlayStation 4 and PS5. And it really captured me like a game hasn't in a while. And it was just a perfect little size of a game. So I played it for only 20 hours, I reckon. And I was so engaged. So it's this, you play as like a shipping boat. And you're this sailor that's been, gets in a crash at the beginning, and you rock up at some town and they say, oh, here's this boat. Go catch fish for us. And you can pay back off your boat. And then you end up playing this like fishing exploring game. And what happens is you fish during the day, and then it starts to get to nighttime, and then like wacky, scary shit starts happening at nighttime, and you start to like get tired. And then out on the seas at night, all this like, what's the type of horror that Bloodborne's based around? Lovecraftian, yeah. So there's all this Lovecraftian stuff that starts happening at night, and it's terrifying. It's so scary. It just shut up. We're recording. All right.
That's staying in, by the way.
That's fine. And then you have all these different places that you can catch fish, and just like fishing games, mini games are like quite addicting. And then it's this like RPG where you level up your boat slowly and you get better at fishing. And it's just a perfect mix between like this chill, sit down, really easy to pick up and go, and then also like gets your adrenaline going. And then it's chill again, and then adrenaline. And it's got this really cool Lovecraftian story that goes through. And then by the time that you're just sort of getting done with the game, it ends. And I'm like, oh, that was just such a satisfying sort of gaming experience. And I'm like, oh, I just want everyone to play this game because I think people really like it.
Have looked it up. It is available on Steam, Xbox, Switch, and PlayStation.
Oh, hell yeah.
Sweet.
How much is it?
My question, yeah.
Let me have a look. I've just clicked buy now. It is $25 on the
Nice.
PlayStation Store.
Jimmy, I think you would love it. I think this is a game that you would very easily get into.
All right.
Sure.
Cool. Like what genre would you call it?
There is some DLC coming. Did I see that?
Oh.
Yeah, Blackstone DLC is coming. The Blackstone DLC includes the arterial engine. The bony blades of this grotesque engine are driven by a pulsing heart. It beats in time with your own. And the sign of ruin, a symbol of the deep, is carved into this small talisman. It's sure to draw the attention of those attuned to it.
Ooh. Yeah, so there's all these like fish that you can capture that are like all twisted by Lovecraftian evil, and yeah, it was so good.
And yeah, it's $26 for the standard, $27 for the deluxe edition on Switch.
Yeah, right.
Which is probably the deluxe edition comes with that Blackstone stuff. So.
Okay, sure. Yeah, I reckon Lawson, you really like it. Jay, you probably won't like it. If I'm being honest.
How do you know? I like some games.
I like some games.
I don't think you like those sort of chill games, RPGs, slowly leveling things up.
I like RPGs.
Okay.
I like JRPGs as well.
Give it a go, and then tell me what you think.
I get
It's not a great streaming game, though. I don't think it's not a good streaming game.
Okay.
Sure.
I think if you're just looking for a chill stream, I watched my brother play it for quite a long time.
Right. Okay. Cool. But yeah, I would genuinely recommend getting out to it. And just some feedback from some things that I've experienced. Jimmy recommends. What have you recommended that I've actually done?
Peglin's the big one lately.
I'm on Peglin at the moment.
Peglin got its mobile release a couple of weeks ago.
Yep. And it has engaged.
It's got most of the features on the mobile version. Some new classes just got introduced. I don't think you can get them on mobile yet.
Okay, I don't even know how to unlock classes.
Well, you have to do it through achievements. So up until now, Peglin has been the one character, but you can get some more now. But
okay,
I haven't unlocked them yet. I've been trying.
Okay.
It's fun.
What's the highest crucible you've gotten onto?
I'm only on 7.
Okay,
yeah, I'm the same.
I just did 3.
Right. One of my mates told me it's on 15, I think.
It's so cruel though. Like, holy crap! You get through this game and then you die and you just no.
There is so much to choose from in that game, but unfortunately, there are a couple of builds that just like wreck everything else in the game.
Yeah.
You end up recently going for the same thing every time.
Right. I've recently running like the Swole Torb, and like the one where it makes pegs like stay for a while,
durable.
Like you can hit durable.
Oh, that's nuts.
And then
gets so good.
And then the magnet one as well.
Oh, the magnet used to be so much stronger, and they had to nerf the shit out of it.
Yeah, right. It was still pretty strong. So.
There is a way. So there's a relic called Bad Cheese, which every time you reload, you do 20 damage plus 20 damage for each reload time, that is. If you get Bad Cheese and then you get the relic that prevents you taking damage while you're reloading, and then you discard all of your orbs.
That's hilarious.
You can just win the game by not touching it at all.
Yeah.
Unless
that's sick.
There's a boss in the castle area that's like the wall with the big mouth.
And it moves towards you and just
he will get you because it's not about doing damage. The moment he touches you, you die.
Yeah. There you go. So that's Jimmy recommends with Damo.
Watching Reimann's eyes glaze over.
Oh mate, I chewed well out of that. I got no idea.
Well,
Alright.
my cat just shit in the room and I can't put my mask, so I'm well awake now.
I don't know how you do that.
Just have to. Like, I've got literally no choice.
Oh my god.
All right, take us away, Jimmy.
All right, so my
Give
recommendation
me recommend.
is a TV show I think I've spoken about to you guys a few times, but I'm gonna make it an official Jimmy recommends is Ted Lasso on Apple TV, which is the best fucking TV show I've watched in a long time.
Really?
I fucking love it. It is the best blend of just like some real wholesome TV content as well as being like genuinely funny. I think it's great because it's got all those kind of like tropey like setups, but then they don't follow through with it and they don't go down the cliche routes, and like all the characters are really well developed and the writing is so good that they can make you hate a character for half the season and then love a character by the end of it.
No,
And by the end of the second season, there is a character that I was fucking mad about it and I hated it. And we watched the season. We've just started season 3, and I said to my wife as we're watching, I was like, they're trying to redeem him already. Like, and I'm not okay with it. We're like 3 episodes in now, and I'm like, no,
oh no, I've redeemed.
I'm starting to come around again. But it is a great. So what it's about titular character Ted Lasso, who is brought over to England to manage a soccer team, AFC Richmond in the Premier League. And you get into it, and very early on, you find out that the owner of the team, Rebecca, who is up there on the top.
Oh yeah.
Top. So her ex-husband owned the team and cheated on her, and it was huge. And they split, and she got the team, and the team meant everything to him. So she brought Ted Lasso in because she thought that he was just getting an American in who didn't know soccer, who like would ruin the credibility of the team and just ruin it.
Yeah, right.
And that's the premise of this show. And you go in, and it's like you've got this American character in England who is he is just a wholesome written character. You can't help but love Ted, and just everything about that show, all the characters. There's not a character that's badly written in it. Like, it's great. I would highly, highly recommend.
Only on Apple TV.
Yeah, but it's good. Like, it's good.
Apple TV got some
Apple
good
TV?
Stuff. It's only about $6 or $7 a month, I think.
Oh, it's another one, man.
Yeah, that's how they get you.
So I know they've got so many.
Get it for a month. Watch Ted Lasso. Get rid of it, and you'll be like, "Oh, that's the best $6 I've spent in a long time."
Yeah, fair.
Yeah. Also, watch Blackbird if you're on there. It's really good too. Like, just put it all in together.
Fair enough.
Yeah. All right, Ted Lasso. You reckon?
Yeah, it is incredible. If anyone's watching, if you search for like Ted Lasso dart scene, just watch that scene. I saw that on TikTok, and that was what made me go, I think I want to watch this show. And I remember saying to Cox, my wife, I was like, "Oh, will you watch this Ted Lasso with me?" And she's like, "Oh, what is that?" I was like, "It's kind of like a comedy, kind of drama-ish, like football show." And she's like, "Nah." I was like,
Yes.
I was like, "You watched the first episode with me?" And she's like, "Oh, I watched the first one." And now she is like, "God, I can't believe I nearly didn't watch this show."
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Just all the characters are written really well. Like, there's some like really well written like female characters. They're just really well written, strong female characters that don't have those tropey female storylines around everything else happening. It just makes it just a genuine pleasure to watch.
Can I just interrupt? We are assembling the roof right here, and I'm ready for it.
I think this is a great time to move on to the next topic.
Yeah, that's a good segue too.
Oh, look at this!
Those people are watching.
How cute!
We've been building the whole time for this.
Yeah, I've been watching you just build this roof, and we've just assembled. Is that clicked in?
Doesn't
No,
look
just
like it.
rest so you can take it off and look inside and like
Oh,
the whole idea of it is that you can like take off the top rung as well.
oh wow.
Like
Oh,
yeah,
that's very
it's meant to be-
satisfying. It's a
Yeah.
playset. That's
It
what
is a
they'd call that
playset.
in the Lego world.
It's an idea set too. It's one of those ones where someone at home has built this, uploaded it to the Lego website,
Really?
and Lego's gone, that's pretty cool. We'll turn it into a set.
Really?
cool.
That's
Mm.
cool.
Can
Expensive,
still do
but
it.
cool.
Yeah, it was,
So is that
$280
done?
bucks, but
Did any of you guys watch
No,
like
no.
Lego Masters?
No.
I've watched
But
them
did-
all except for the latest season where they do
I
like,
haven't
bring back
s-
people.
I haven't seen the latest two, but like that show is incredible.
It was good fun.
And when they do the
Shit's
play
good.
sets and like you're building something with the idea of someone is getting in and touching it, and it's not
Yeah.
just to go on display. Like that's what Lego is.
Mm.
Absolutely.
So speaking of what Lego is, Lawson.
Hi.
Hey,
Hello.
beautiful
My
lady.
webcam is so dodgy. It's like missing a clip. It doesn't stay up properly.
Ah.
Jank cam. It's gonna keep moving down.
I don't know.
Yeah.
guys.
Yeah.
How we going?
Hey,
Pretty good.
You go, why do we have to look at you? I'm okay with the Lego.
Oh, I can't build and talk like not properly. Hold on, I'll do this instead, and I'll like.
I've actually been quite impressed with your ability to build and talk and read instructions.
Oh yeah, I love it.
It's been quite good.
It was like my childhood. Speaking of which, yeah, I just want to have a general discussion about the Lego we grew up with, and if we played stuff, and if we.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Bowser's big. As big as the fucking
Pictures,
house.
pictures, 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 pictures.
Yeah. Did we play stuff? Hold on, I'll let Bowser talk for me. Where's my
Old mate.
triggers? Hold on.
Can you do the voice? Oh.
What does it mouth move to?
So
Oh.
yeah, just wondering if
if you're not watching the video, if you're
You
on
need to.
Spotify, this is
Get onto
reason enough
YouTube.
to get onto ReimannTV.
Oh, wait, it needs to be less
on
angry.
YouTube.
Yeah, that's angry.
God, that's amazing.
No, it looks a bit sad. No, bring him up just a little bit.
Just like just neutral.
Yeah, neutral.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's such a cool
There we go.
set.
Yeah, I love this Bowser set. It's so special.
I've
It's
seen
like
it.
the inner.
but I've not seen
workings
someone
between
moving
arts.
it around.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's got like this little lever on the side. You can turn his head, and like all his limbs are movable. When you lift him, see his legs like go in, like he
Yeah,
jumps.
right.
Yeah.
Like it's a really cool set. It was worth the $400.
Oh.
I did get it 25% off. I did get it 25% off. So it was
Look, I
300.
don't think if we're about to go into it having a chat about Lego, we can shame people on the prices of Lego sets.
We're not shaming. We're impressed.
No, it's a silly yeah. Anyway,
I would have so much more Lego if it wasn't quite as expensive as it is.
yeah. My thing is, I just don't know where to put it. Like, I don't have display room anymore.
Right.
Like, I
Mm.
build stuff and then I like put it on my desk or it sits in the corner somewhere. Like, I want to put a display shelf up so I
Mm.
can actually like use this shit.
Well, that would
Yeah.
take up most of your shelf. That's huge.
Yeah, he's a big boy. He's actually bigger than the house now that I look at him.
Yeah, the
Should
house is
be.
bigger than I thought actually as well.
So yeah, did we have Lego growing up? What sets did we have? I was massive into the Wild West sets. I always wanted, there was this Wild West like Western, like almost like a castle. It was like a Western city sort of building. And one of my friends had it and I was so fucking jealous. So there was no way like our family could afford that. It was one of like the big sets, you know. But yeah, it had heaps of little sets and little like castle sets and dragons pulling carts and shit, little ninja sets and stuff growing up. I still have them all. They're in little bags with their
Oh, that's cute.
instructions.
Wow. Were a good child.
Yeah. And my
Wow.
Lego piece come around, like we played Lego. No. I've already built them. I build them, they go on the shelf.
Oh
And
no.
that's how I play with Lego. I never wanted to unbuild them and build them into new things and whatever. That's not how I enjoy Lego. Never have.
That is exactly
I-
how I did Lego. I was
Yeah, right.
we just had, it was just a big ass box all mixed together.
Yeah.
My older brother would get Star Wars stuff. And he'd build like the big Star Wars things
Mhm.
back in the day. And then eventually as he was like 8 or 9 years older. And then me and my little brother would go and find it and smash it all apart and break it all apart.
That's so sad.
And then build little cars with him, and he would lose his mind. But then it was broken, so it was ours. So that's our Lego. That's our Lego story. We never really got too much bought for us.
You're a monster.
I didn't have a lot of Lego growing up, but like a mate of mine got all the Star Wars stuff. He didn't have the big ones, but he had like the X-wings and the B-wings and all the little like the Hoth set, like of all the guys with the little like satellite dish laser cannons.
Yep,
like,
I still have one of those.
Not the AT-AT stuff, but I remember playing, and like it's technically Lego, but like my brothers and I got big into the like Bionicle sets.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Because I think like I had 2 younger brothers, and that was the thing. It's like, if you give something to one of us, you've got to have something for all of us. Otherwise, fights break out. And like the Bionicles came in those like cans.
Yep.
And they would fit back in the can afterwards.
Did you ever? Sorry, did you ever used to? This can't just be a me thing, and if it is, I'm really sorry.
It's gonna be. It's gonna be.
Did you ever used to trap your farts in the cans? I remember our friends like you'd fart in a can, and you like smell this, and you're like, oh, it's funny.
I can honestly say, no, I never trapped my farts.
Sorry,
that was like part of our play. Is like we'd dick around with the Bionicles and then we'd fart in cans.
And then take your turns farting into fucking cans.
Yeah, I got an old big piece of poster card, and we'd like drew a big like arena kind of square on it.
Oh, that's sick.
We'd take it to school, because the whole thing was you had to like twist the thing on the back to try and like knock the mask off the other one, right?
Yep.
Yeah. The Bionicles were cool. And then as an adult, my wife and I, we've only got a couple of Lego sets. I got her the Friends Lego set. And then I'll turn that off. And then for my birthday last year, she got me the McLaren F1 set.
Yeah, I think it's cool as hell.
Is fucking cool. Can you still hear me all right? I don't know.
Yeah.
Well enough.
And like you can turn the steering wheel, and like
it's actually like
turn.
technicked up. Oh, that's sick.
And probably not going to be able to see. Well, I'm not going to be able to see, but there's like the V6 pistons in there.
Oh, I can see it. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The pistons go. I love this thing. It's got like working suspension. Like when you put it down, like you can see the suspension bars.
That's so sick.
Through there,
taking
totally. The weight on it.
Wow.
It's a bit dusty because it sits on a shelf, because I have a 18-month-old who is a bit rough.
I've seen a really good wall mount for them.
Yeah, but I mean, the thing is, because the whole bottom of it is like solid as Technic, all you need is like a picture hanger, and you can just hook it on, and it just sits on the wall. So
yeah.
Maybe it should sit on the back wall.
That's terrifying. That dropped. Oh.
It's solid as though when it's on there, it's so solid. Like you can, like it's cool. I have played with it.
Imagine if you just drop it on cam.
The rear wing, you can flick the rear wing up and down, so you get like the drag reduction system coming through. It's really cool. But my son's a bit young for Lego now, but we've been getting into the Duplo, which is also technically Lego. Like it is Lego branded.
Company.
And that stuff, again, is quite expensive, and it holds its value. Like we've just bought lots of like Duplo sets from Marketplace or people that just sell it by the bucket, and we just sit on the ground and we just put shit together. I try and make F1 cars out of Duplo, and then Miles
and then he destroys them,
throws them around the room. So it's great fun.
Can we all just agree on one thing? What the fuck is up with Lego?
Lego,
like
the pasta sauce.
No, just people
Lego
that call
sauce.
People that call it Lego.
Lego, yeah.
There are so many people in South Australia that call it Lego.
There's a store in South Australia that is spelled Laygo.
Yeah,
like so. I'm from Queensland, growing up, and when I moved to South Australia, everyone called it Lego, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah.
They're on, and it
It's
annoys
weird.
me. Sorry, I just.
Okay.
But I also
quite-
pronounce it as well. And I know that's
Ooh.
incorrect.
Uno.
You know.
How do you pronounce
Instead of Uno.
DATA?
Data.
Data. Cool. I have a friend that
Data.
says data.
Data.
It's like, oh. Or,
Oh.
pasta.
How do you pronounce
Pasta.
PERFORM?
Performance?
Yes.
Freeform.
Yeah.
Freeform.
Well, I never got into Lego.
No!
That's for you. No.
What about with your kids?
Yeah, so my son is into the Ninjago Lego.
Yeah.
Of course he
Yeah.
is.
Yeah, he likes it.
That's
Obviously.
got a whole like series and movie, right?
Yep.
Mm.
Yep, we've watched
We
them
didn't
all.
even touch on the fucking Lego movies.
Nah.
And Lego
I thought-
Very
games?
true.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah.
great.
there's heaps.
Lego
you
games
know.
are awesome.
Yeah.
I instead of Lego, I had Mighty Max. Do you guys remember them?
Yeah. I still have some Mighty Max. I've two
Mighty
sets still.
Max.
Yeah.
I'm going to Google.
They
What
were
is Mighty
boys' pocket
Max?
pollies. They were Polly Pockets, but for boys.
Yeah, they were
Do you know
like
Polly Pocket?
Yeah.
Right.
there was a full TV show for it as well. And
Okay.
then,
Mighty Max.
yeah,
Yep. That's how it went.
yeah.
Was he
so
big, tall, and blonde? Was he big, tall, and blonde?
No.
He was blonde though.
He was blonde.
a kid.
Is it
wasn't
related
big
to
and
the
tall.
Super Nintendo game The Adventures of Mighty Max?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yep. They had a game. It was quite big, but I don't know. I had probably about 6 or 7 of them. And
Yeah,
they're
it was
all
cool.
Yeah,
like-
right.
they're all monster themes and
Yeah.
they
I
were
still
alright.
have the Egypt one and some green Cyclops thing one.
Yeah, I had the hand one. It was pretty handy. And then there was a
That's where the
I
jokes
was
began.
waiting
Oh.
for it.
Oh.
Little 7-year-old you running out to your mum. It's a handy, mum. It's still funny 25 years later.
It was a handful.
Oh.
I bet
I'm
you
leaving.
We end podcasts.
But yeah, we're definitely into Ninjago, so we like to punch and kick things, and all
Of
that
course.
stuff. Yep,
Nice.
it's the chaotic nature. But yeah, we never got into
Yeah.
the old. Well, I had Action Men. I was really into Action Men.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Mum used to call them velour heads because
Yeah, you mentioned before the lure heads.
because a couple of them
What?
because like
What?
the first editions were like their hair was like the standard just full plastic, and then as they got further into like popularity they got like special editions, then they had velour for hair, so Mum used to call them velour heads.
Right. Did you ever get
Full of
into
talk.
Max Steel?
No, I've seen a little bit. I never got into it.
Max
I
Steel.
reckon I've got a couple of like Max Steel dolls still floating around somewhere.
Yeah,
But
right.
Who's
yeah,
Max
I've got
Steel?
my dad. It's just another like Action Man sort of thing, and it had its own TV show series. And
Yeah, right.
but I reckon my dad has kept the Action Man stuff because he wants to give it to my boy when he gets a little bit older.
Yeah.
Yeah, Max Steel was a bit later though.
Yeah, but I mean, I had 2 younger brothers, so
Oh,
I
yeah.
caught the tail end of a lot of those things that are a little bit like out of my.
Max Steel was like early 2000s.
I don't recognize that at all. It's interesting. I don't recognize Max Steel at all. What are you laughing at, Demo?
Sorry, I just noticed on Jimmy's door the ghost of
Oh.
salt.
Oh, it's us. Yeah. I noticed that earlier too. He started having a little giggle.
Oh, can we see it? Can you?
No, we can't because it has a title on there that I don't know how appropriate it is to be
Oh,
throwing
true.
around.
Oh, really?
True.
What?
Yeah,
what,
do you
what was
remember what I
our
used to
group
call it?
called?
Oh. Yeah. No.
That word's not
can't-
okay
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah,
This
that's
was like
not
I don't think
it's
it ever was.
this is pre-PC.
No, but it was one of those things that I think it's one thing to have it as a thing amongst friends.
Yeah.
But that was that in the background there is fine enough.
Oh, I would love a copy of that poster.
Yeah, it's pretty special.
I
think I
probably
have
still
one.
have the sort. Yeah, I think I gave you one.
Yeah,
We need to play D&D. We need to play D&D again, and we
I
should just
know.
stream.
I got more time these days. I've been thinking about it, and I get so bored in my day job now. Like I honestly played probably like an hour and a half of solitaire today. I could be like doing D&D prep. Dude, I'm paid like over $1 a minute at the moment, and
Yeah.
I'd spend so much
And
time
that's-
playing solitaire.
Don't advertise it around your workplace then.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Yeah, good shit. Nice.
All right,
Thanks.
nice, good episode. So, if you'd like more of our content, you can see me live on Twitch every Tuesday and Thursday, 7:45 Australian Central Standard Time. Then you'll see on Tuesdays Retro with Damo. He takes over. He's doing Mario speed runs. He's getting
Yeah,
quite
boy.
good.
Yeah, what's the plan now? Are you moving up to 70 star
I think I
runs?
can get sub 25. I was thinking about my stellar 26-minute run, and I watched it again the other day, and I butchered every single Bowser level. So
Is that what you're gonna just go straight back into it next week, or are you gonna?
yeah, I'm probably gonna. I want to see if I can get 25, and then if not, I want to start potentially learning a 70-star run.
How long is
yeah.
the 70 run? Like, what's the not the I don't what's a
Like
what
a
would
decent
you
run
be
of it.
happy with? What are you wanting to get yourself down to on a 70 run?
I don't know exactly how fast. Like a
We'll jump on. I'll have a look.
slightly better than you know what I mean. Like I don't know at my skill level. I don't know what it would be.
Well, you got 6
But
minutes
it's-
to work it out.
Okay, well, it's definitely over an hour. You know what I mean? Like it's probably an hour and a half or something. So,
Yeah, because that's the sort of thing that like you're gonna get one run in a night.
yeah.
Mhm.
Yep. So I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't want to stop because it's
No,
it's
that's
fun
fair.
and it's good
It's
content as
cool.
well.
It's fucking enjoyable to watch.
Yep.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You should be able to get
Not when you don't get a cat
sub-hour.
on the screen.
Sub hour,
Maybe
Seven-
sub-hour.
70-star.
Like, sub-hour is top 800. Like, that's
Yeah,
not
right.
that's not unreachable for you.
Okay.
You're
Alright.
currently performing. I mean, performing.
Proforming.
Performing.
Yeah, I reckon I can get sub 25. Sub 25 would be really cool. So
Yeah. You're so close.
hmm.
That run was the god run though.
Oh
So it's
my
gonna be
god, that
really
was such a
tough to beat.
dream run. Yeah.
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 That was
Yeah.
killer.
Ooh, that felt good.
I want to see a Dark Souls demo stream. That's
Ah!
what I want. That's what
Yeah,
I
he talks a
want.
big game.
He does.
I mean, I've finished them all though, so
Speed
Yeah,
run.
that's
Speedrun.
fair.
you know,
Yeah.
like it's if there's a new
Listen-
Dark Souls that came out, hell yeah, I'd be all over that. But
I'm waiting to hear the announcement of when we get to see the discount play pals play Portal 2.
I really want it. Like,
The
I
Portal
think about it day
pals.
and night.
I would love
Pals.
to do that. That would be good fun.
Do it, please.
Yeah.
What's stopping you?
Oh, I got to finish Res 4. Once that's done, I'm in.
All right, let's do it. We can do it on Tuesday night.
I got to.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
I think I'm
Okay.
at the tail end of Res 4 now. I think it's
Hell yeah,
16.
hell
I'm
yeah.
at like 12, chapter 12 or something. So yeah, we'll make it
Cool.
happen. And then you can
Sick.
see
Okay.
Sure Thing with Jimmy on a
No.
Thursday night.
Sure thing, Jimmy. With Jimmy.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so he's on a Thursday night and also on whatever
Every now
Sundays.
and then on a Sundays. Sundays on F1, like actual race weeks, I have my E-League. There's a potential maybe I'll throw a couple of extra Sundays in there just to play
Yeah.
F1 on the off weeks as well.
Did you do a random Friday one point, like a couple weeks ago as well?
Yep. I will have random ones thrown in around the place. I'm going to have a played up stream with my played up dream
I'm
team.
keen to watch that. Like
Then
pro played ups, just played up.
Same.
further
Yeah, because
down
when
the
I play, I
track.
feel like such a little chump. Like I'm so
The
keen to
other-
watch you guys just kill
I don't
it.
think you were there, Lawson, but the other day Jimmy did it with his mate who he plays with all the time, Tom.
yeah,
It
Tom.
was so interesting to watch. Like two people
Oh,
just
really?
go ham
killer.
at it. It
Yeah,
was
we
yeah,
had
they
a
really
go.
found
At, we had a go at turbo mode again, which was good.
Sick.
Oh, my door's opening up.
That's actually terrifying.
Right? I'm a perif.
So yeah, I want to get my dream team in for played up, and then what I'd like to do after that is bring my dream team back. There's a mod for played up that you can have way more than 4 people in there. And I want to bring whoever was keen, if you guys are keen to come in and join and get just a bunch of people and try and do some of the like turbo mode stuff with just a shitload of people.
Chaos.
Chaos.
Yes.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think that'd be mad fun.
That would be
I think
so much fun.
potentially next Thursday, which would be is this coming out on Wednesday?
Yeah.
Could that be a community stream thing?
So potentially tomorrow night, there's a good chance that I am going to have a special guest on stream with me.
Ooh.
My brother is going to come in.
Oh, hell yeah.
Your brother
My
would
brother
be.
is going to come, and we are going to play some N++ co-op levels.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah,
That's cool. Okay.
I don't know what that is,
Yes.
but I'll have a look.
Sounds good.
All right.
Nice. Wrap her up.
Nice. Cool. So if you want to see more, make sure you check out all our socials. ReimannTV is everywhere. And then obviously hit up the other boys on the Twitch. But if you want merch, you've got all the links as well. You can hit those up.
ReimannTV.com has links to everything.
That's right. And Jimmy, your stuff is actually in ReimannTV now.
It is, except my merch. But your merch is there.
Yeah. Cool. And get in, get excited, leave a 5-star review for everywhere that you're doing. Chuck a comment if you want to join our Discord. Hit that up as well, and we will see you guys later. Tell your friends.
Look at that house.
Tell them all. That's an A frame.
There is.